What's up, guys? It's Devin Jackson again with Blue Chip Scouting. Today, I'm bringing a different type of breakdown video. I've been breaking down some 2022 NFL draft prospects, and you can take a look at that by visiting our YouTube page. I broke down Leon O'Neal out of Texas A&M, Troy Anderson of Montana State, as well as Armani Rogers from Ohio. But today, I want to go back in time and look at a 2020 draft prospect, one that was actually my tight end one in that class, and that was Brycen Hopkins out of Purdue. Now, he has not had the best production or has played a whole bunch of time with the LA Rams, but he came up huge in the Super Bowl against the Cincinnati Bengals as the third string tight end for the LA Rams. And what I noticed is that a lot of the plays that he made last Sunday mirrors a lot of what he did back at Purdue. So I'm going to take a little parallel at between the two, what he does better now in the NFL level, or what more should he be continuing to work on. So first, I want to highlight the play, his very first catch of the game, which was a deep in route. And he actually ran that same concept from a bunch concept at the college level as well. So first, we're going to take the college look of the play and how he improved it and brought it to the NFL level and how he was able to make that play. So we'll take a look at this first play from Brycen Hopkins, and it was back in 2019 against Maryland. So you're going to see an initial 2x2 set here by Purdue. You're going to see Brycen Hopkins is lined up in the slot at the bottom of the screen. And what you're going to see is he's essentially going to move across the formation, creating a bunch set at the top of the screen towards the field side. And what happens is Hopkins is going to motion over. And when he does, it's to help identify what type of coverage this is going to be. So this is going to be man coverage. And when you see in the Super Bowl version, it's going to end up being zone coverage. But we'll get to that play in just a few minutes. But first, I want to explain kind of what happens here with Brycen Hopkins. So he's going to be one-on-one here with this man at the top of the screen. And essentially, he is just going to run a in route. And with it being man coverage, the idea is for him to create quick separation. So you're going to see Hopkins, he is going to run an in route. And what he's going to do at the top of the route is give just a little shake, a little hesitation, and create that extra room of separation that he needs to complete the pass. So I'm going to run through here full speed, bit of a pick route from his man. And it's essentially like a levels concept. So you're going to have each player run a different type of concept, and it's switch releases as well. So what you're going to see here is Hopkins is going to work off this initial man who is going to clear it out and create space to make this play work. And then you're going to see David Bell, who is a 2022 draft prospect, a player you should get to know. He's going to run a drag route essentially. And what Hopkins is going to do is he's going to stem his route outside, work vertical, and then get open. So you're essentially going to have a levels concept at the top of the screen, and each guy is going to run at a different landmark. But for Hopkins, what this does here is you're going to see him once again create that separation. And it's going to be very important once we get to the NFL version, but that switch release, that first man is clearing. Second man, David Bell, also creating some more of a pick route. But what Hopkins does here is squares up his man, gets vertical, sees he's quickly open, and then cuts across the field, makes it easy, pitch and catch, and gain some yak after the yard. So I'm going to take a look at here from the end zone view, motion across the formation, get that man coverage, going to break open, catch the ball, get upfield. Mirrors similar to what the Rams did, not the exact same concept, but when I show you the NFL version of it, you're going to see some of the similarities and some of the differences. We're at the NFL version for Brycen Hopkins, and a little bit of a different number and a little bit of a different alignment, but same type of concept. Essentially a levels concept to kind of manipulate the defense and open up some windows for Matthew Stafford to throw the football. So what we're going to have here is Brycen Hopkins. He is going to be right here at the top of the screen once again, but Cincinnati Bengals are playing more of a bail technique, more of a zone coverage type of field to the more as the field side. On the backside, it turns up being just man, but we're focusing on the field side here. And what happens is it's going to be, once again, a levels concept. So you're going to get Van Jefferson running the deep in route. He's going to secure and occupy this side of the field, this portion of the field to kind of clear it out. He's that first point man. And then you're going to get Ben Skronek as well. He's going to switch release, and he is going to sit right here in that short area zone to kind of provide that level. He's not going to run a drag route like he did at the college level, but he's going to sit right there in that 5-yard flat area and force the defender to take him. And then once again, Hopkins is going to be running the in route. This one's a little bit deeper, and what's going to happen is going to be a lot of cushion given by the Bengals defensive backs. But what he does a nice job is at the top of the route, he throttles down and settles in the zone. And a little bit of a different type of look compared to what he did in college, but same concept, and he's able to make a very similar play. So going to let this play run in full, and you're going to see Hopkins once again making moves over the middle of the field. And it's going to be very important throughout the course of this game, because this is one of his big catches of the game, one of 2 third down catches he had in the Super Bowl that ended up being very, very crucial and very important for the Rams, especially with Odell Beckham Jr. out of the game and not having that security blanket that Matthew Stafford had going into this game, as well as not having Tyler Higbee. But once again, you're going to see Hopkins does a nice job attacking leverage, finding that soft spot and able to catch the ball over the middle once again. Very similar to what he did against Maryland in 2019. And you're seeing it be applied. And once again, got to give credit to the Rams coaching staff for seeing that in his film and seeing that he can make that type of play. But huge third down conversion here by Brycen Hopkins, especially really, really early after Odell Beckham goes down. Big play for Matthew Stafford and the Rams. Once again, going to let here run in full, but he does a nice job tagging leverage, finding that soft spot in the zone, makes a nice catch, and gets a first down for a much needed first down for the Rams. On this second play, I want to highlight Brycen Hopkins' yak ability more than anything, because that showed up in the Super Bowl. And while this play may not be a direct correlation to what exactly the Rams ran on Super Bowl Sunday against the Cincinnati Bengals, I think it's a good kind of look at what Hopkins did at the college level versus what he showed he can do on Super Bowl Sunday. So this round in particular is not a exact match in terms of concepts, but just the ability to make something out of nothing is something that I noted in his scouting report back in 2020, that he has a yak ability to break a tackle or two and get in the open field, and he can burst off a 30, 40-yard scamper. But the Super Bowl was only 16 yards, but in this particular play, it went for quite a distance in a game that Purdue's offense struggled in general. So what you're going to see is Brycen Hopkins is in the slot. He's going to run an out route. And basically each player, the 2 slot players at the bottom of the screen here are both going to run an out route, but Hopkins is going to find a way to get open. You're going to see the outside man, he's clearing out. But what you'll see is Hopkins catch the ball, turn up field, make a man miss, and he's going to be nearly off to the races. So going to let the play run through. What you see is Hopkins, he runs that out route, catches the ball, turn up field quickly, makes Trayvon Merrick miss, who is in the league now, and scampers downfield and gets them into TCU territory. Going to rewind that one more time. More so at the catch point, you're going to see Hopkins once again look the football in, turn up field, and once again, he is making people miss and rumbling down the field for a big gain. And that just shows you that Hopkins has ability. He has talent. He's been, really been stuck on the depth chart. Obviously, the Rams brought in Jacob Harris, so they have a plan for him going forward as well. But he does a really nice job in this particular play, and did a really nice job in the Super Bowl, showing why the Rams even selected him in the first place. And we got to be patient with tight ends. Sometimes they take 3 to 4 years to develop. I think people forgot that, especially about Brycen Hopkins. And he showed you on this play in particular that he can make things happen. And in just a minute, I'm going to show you exactly what he did against the Bengals. But once again, makes the catch, rumbles upfield for a big game. So as I mentioned in the previous clip, this clip is not going to be the same exact play nor concept, but more so highlighting Brycen Hopkins' ability after the catch that I think is going to be incredibly important, especially going to next season with the Rams. Obviously, going to have Tyler Higbee, they have Kendall Bland as well, Jacob Harris, but I think Hopkins can add a dynamic ability as a field stretcher and able to make something out of nothing and make those yak yardage. And I think he's going to take this momentum he carried into the Super Bowl into the into next season and moving forward. So what you're going to see here is Hopkins. He's going to be at the top of the screen, and he's going to be aligned next to Cooper Kupp, who is the outside receiver here. And he's going to run a corner route. And what Hopkins is going to do is basically sit in this zone that is left once Von Bell here for the Bengals. He is going to drop and be that curl flat defender and sort of a inverted cover two scheme. And you're going to see safety out here, Awuzie. He's going to drop back and essentially play the field safety. So what you're going to see here is the linebackers also vacate. It is a version of a Tampa 2 defense. You're going to see linebacker right here. He is going to drop back and play the middle zone. Once the play runs, you're going to see a simple concept. Matthew Stafford's quickly going to find Brycen Hopkins. He's going to hit him on the dump off pass. Don't love the double catch here by Hopkins. What I love is what he does after the catch, and he quickly explodes upfield and is able to pick up a big gain once again in a spot that the Rams need a play from someone other not named Cooper Kupp. So once again, Hopkins does a nice job, finds that soft spot in the zone. We'll love to see him catch it the first time, but he does make a man miss, picks up the first down plus some extra yardage after that. And once again, a big time catch and run from Hopkins in a big spot. This is the Super Bowl. You need plays from other players, and he once again is stepping up to the plate. Once again, double catches here, but makes Von Bell miss, makes another man miss, drags some defenders all the way down for about 16 or 17-yard gain. So once again, Brycen Hopkins making do what he has, continuing to excel in the moment. And once again, we're seeing that translate from college to the NFL level, and he's starting to make sense of things. And I think he's, at this point in the game especially, he's starting to gain momentum and saying, look, I can play on this field with these guys, and I can be a key contributor going to next year. So I think there's a lot of excitement around Brycen Hopkins from this performance, and going forward, I think he can continue to build off of this. But a couple more plays I want to take a look at before I wrap this video up, but a very good start for Brycen Hopkins. One of the bigger plays in the Super Bowl down the stretch of the game was that 4th and 1 Cooper Kupp jet sweep. And one of the big reasons why that play popped was because of what Brycen Hopkins was able to do to spring that jet sweep to a first down. But once again, we see that college concept translating to the NFL level. And once again, Brycen Hopkins being able to block on the edge against a defensive end or outside linebacker, able to hold his ground, create a big lane for his guy to get through, and letting the runner decide what he does with the football. And once again, he's making everyone else's job easier. So going to take a look here at a game against Illinois. And you're going to see Hopkins is in the attached tight end, and he played a little bit everywhere for Purdue, whether it was in the slot, as a single receiver, in line, off the ball, playing that wing. Also, he played a little bit in the backfield as well. So he had a versatile skill set coming to the NFL level. And while this play is not exactly the same, it's the same premise, jet sweep, quickly get your athlete out in space and make a play. And you need someone out there blocking on the edge. And once again, you're going to see Brycen Hopkins is able to do that. So what you're going to see here is Hopkins attached to the line of scrimmage. He is going to be one-on-one with this linebacker here. And what he's going to do is outflank him, basically give his receiver a lane to get through and make something happen in the open field. And you'll see the exact same thing in the Super Bowl. So you'll see number 17. he is going to come in motion for Purdue, and he is going to take the handoff, and basically whatever Hopkins is blocking or however he's blocking, he's going to cut up or decide to stretch it out to the sideline or do whatever he wants with the ball. But great execution here by Brycen Hopkins to outflank his man, able to get him blocked, sealed on the edge, and let his guy make a play. So going to let the play run through. Hopkins does a nice job getting his feet square, running his man as he starts to lose leverage, and allowing his receiver, his teammate, to pick up a few yards, although I think he should have cut up earlier, but that's a different discussion for a different day. But Hopkins does his job on this play, and I think that's the most important part of this play. So you'll see he doesn't come in motion, but resets at the line of scrimmage. He's going to be one-on-one with this linebacker, and what you're gonna see him is do a really nice job keeping attached to the linebacker and allowing his teammate to make a play. So let it run through. Does a nice job initially getting his inside shoulder towards the outside shoulder of the linebacker and continue to work down the line of scrimmage flat, and his guy didn't make the play. Obviously safety does a nice job filling and gets the tackle, but Hopkins does a really nice job outflanking his man and continue to create that space. And you're going to see that space translate to the NFL game and the Super Bowl on that crucial 4th and 1. Crucial 4th and 1 here for the Los Angeles Rams, their Super Bowl chances on the line. And Brycen Hopkins was once again in the mix of a big time play for the Los Angeles Rams. So on the last part of the video, you saw that he was attached, and it did that from the attached line. So now you're going to see him detached, but he's at the wing position at the top of the screen. And once again, it's a simple concept. You give your athlete, the ball in space, in motion on a jet sweep, and you let him decide what to do. But once again, Hopkins showing that ability to block in space and not just blocking, man to man, in the trenches, but he's also showing his ability on the edge to be that move type of blocker, not necessarily stationary that, tight ends typically are asked to do, but he can block on the move. And it's very, very important for this play to break free. So you're going to see Hopkins is in the wing alignment. Rams kind of giving that look, the tight split on the offensive line, like they're going to do a quarterback sneak, but you bring Cup in motion and you let him work. And you'll see Hopkins, he does a really, really nice job once again keeping his feet, just running his man by. It's not the perfect block, it's not the most well executed block, but once again he lets the defender be wrong. So he was pressing outside. Hopkins does a nice job of washing him by. Cup turns that corner, just need that sliver of space for first down. Once again, Hopkins making a game-changing play, a game-changing block on this play in particular. I think it's very important that while it wasn't perfect, he did what was needed to be done to get the first down and then give him a fresh set of downs and continue to make the drive move. So Hopkins runs his man by, Cup gets the first down, and Rams go on to score in that drive, obviously, and win the Super Bowl. Actually, there's one more play on that drive in particular I want to highlight, because what Hopkins did over the course of the game actually led to one of the best throws we saw in that game from Matthew Stafford, that passed just past Von Bell's ear. Brycen Hopkins, once again, is affecting that play. So I'm going to take a look at that, take a look at the college level, because it's actually a very similar concept that Purdue ran, exactly plugging in Brycen Hopkins for the Rams. Another successful play, continuing to build on what he has already started with his couple catches in the first half. Second half, now he's making plays that don't necessarily surround him, but he's still helping guys get open. Now, there are some offensive plays that are designed to make linebackers sit or make personnel sit in a particular area, so there's something else being cleared behind them. And what Brycen Hopkins does at the college version versus the NFL version, they mirror each other. Hopkins is used as a decoy. He's killing the underneath game in both the college and NFL level, in particular in the Super Bowl, that forces players to come up, respect what he's doing, respect the short throws, and then once again is opening up the long throws, the throws behind, the deeper intermediate throws that end up picking up first downs, picking up chunk yard gains. So it's very, very important to watch what Brycen Hopkins does, not only when he has the football in his hands, but what he does as a receiver as well. So I think that's very, very important to know. So going to look at this game, Purdue versus Minnesota back in 2019. All of these games are back in 2019 at the college level. Just want to make that clear. So you're going to have Brycen Hopkins. He's going to be in that slot position, a couple yards from outside the tackle. And what he's going to do is he's going to sit in the middle of the field and occupy the space in the middle of the field in the short, that short level right in between where the ball is going to be completed. So Hopkins, he is going to run a sit route, sit right in the middle of the field. And what's going to happen backside, you're going to get a glance route about 5 yards and in and hit that spot right in between the zone that defenses often have a hole in their particular zone. And in this particular one, Hopkins affects it by sitting right where the linebackers are. So they got to keep an eye on him as they're watching the quarterback. And boom, you hit the second level throw, second or third level throw, however you want to consider it. But once again, Hopkins is affecting the game in more than just catching the ball or blocking for his teammates. So going to let the play run through. And Hopkins is going to sit right over the middle of the ball. And that leaves that void right down the middle of the field, right past his ear, and allows that completion to that intermediate glance route and allows for a big, big gain, about 14, 15 yards. It's going to be an even better view from the end zone view. You're going to see, once again, Hopkins, he's going to sit right here in the middle of the field. You're going to see the glance route get completed right here in this area, right behind where the ref is standing right there. And once again, shows you Hopkins understands spacing. He understands how to affect the game when he's not catching the ball and not necessarily on the move. Just run your route to perfection. It's going to open up your teammates. So let it run through from the end zone view. Hopkins, once again, he is going to sit. Hopkins is going to sit in the middle of the field. He's going to sit right there. Boom. You're going to see David Bell catch the ball right past where he was. Again, that little space that Hopkins occupies forces the linebackers to start to close a little bit late with our eyes. And then boom, right past that ref, you have that second level throw. And it's going to be very important to remember this when I show you the next clip. Obviously, the clip that Matthew Stafford made, the throw he made that's gone viral, but just wanted to point another direction. Once again, Brycen Hopkins affecting the play, but David Bell makes the catch. Hopkins created that diversion, and you have a big game. Final play I want to highlight from Brycen Hopkins, and once again, what he does at the college level, translating to the NFL level. So final play I want to highlight, Hopkins is right here in the wing position, and similar concept that he ran at Purdue. Strangely enough, what he's going to do is occupy space. So he's going to sit right here in between where the linebacker, vacated linebacker, he's going to fly out here. You know, see Von Bell, he's the defender in conflict. So something to know here. What you're going to see is you're going to start him creep up a little bit. Then Matthew Stafford fires the football in this area right past his ear. And once again, for a big gain on a glance route. Cooper Kupp is going to run the glance route right behind where Von Bell is because he comes up, respects the sit down that Brycen Hopkins ends up running. And once again, Hopkins affecting the game outside of just running routes, catching the ball, and blocking. He's once again used as a decoy because so many times the Rams were able to hit the underneath coverage in the second half. Underneath. That forces the Bengals to come up, respect that. And then once again, you're going to see Cooper Kupp is able to find that soft spot in the zone because Hopkins occupies that short zone, forces Von Bell to come up, and then you're going to see the big play, obviously the big pass play that Matthew Stafford makes that was all over the internet. So Gonna let the play run through. You're gonna see Hopkins. He runs that sit down route. Boom. You see Von Bell, he's out of position because he comes up. Respect that, because Hopkins made that big catch that I showed early on, that 16, 17-yard catch on that hitch route. And Bengals forced to respect that. Stafford hits Cup in stride for a big 20-plus yard gain, and the Rams are in business in the Bengals red zone. So once again, this time from the end zone view, Hopkins runs right here. He's going to force Von Bell, the defender, in conflict. He's going to start to move down, and then Stafford throws it right past his ear and gets a big time throw in a big time moment. And once again, Hopkins is continuing to affect the game in multiple ways. So Stafford, we're going to see here, he's watching, sees Von Bell. As soon as he starts to make that move up, he throws a football right to Cooper Kupp. And once again, because Hopkins is running his routes consistently, same pace, urgency, and Matt Stafford's taken underneath all game long, because the Bengals were preventing big plays from happening. You're going to see Von Bell, he moves up just enough to create that window. Then from there, Stafford does the rest, no look pass, and another big first down for the Rams. So just wanted to show what Brycen Hopkins did in the Super Bowl and how it mirrors his 2019 production at Purdue. While he didn't have the best season, honestly, the season before 2019, he even had a better season statistically. He was still affecting the game in multiple ways. And the Rams saw that when they drafted him. He's not just that guy that you expect to have 50-plus catches and 700, 800 yards and 5 to 6 touchdowns. It takes time for tight ends to develop in the NFL. Now, Travis Kelce didn't become the best tight end overnight. George Kittle didn't become one of the best tight ends overnight. It takes time and development, and you got to allow that process to see through. And I think that's very important to keep in mind with Brycen Hopkins. He's very talented. He has the ability to make plays, as he showed in big time moments. Now you just got to be patient with his development and let him continue to find his way. You know, Tyler Higbee obviously is really good for the Rams offense. Kendall Glenn has showed some flashes as well. Jacob Harris has come in and, you know, he's made some noise in training camp, and obviously he got hurt to end the season. But don't forget about Brycen Hopkins. He was my tight end 1 in 2020, so I'm very impartial to him, but I do think he's very talented, and going forward, I think he's going to be a big part of this Rams offense. I would not be surprised if you saw him playing significant playing time next year. And if not next year for the Rams, he's going to find an NFL home, because he makes impactful plays even when he doesn't have the football. So once again, that was Brycen Hopkins of the Los Angeles Rams, number 88, making big time plays and big time moments for the LA Rams in the Super Bowl. So give me a follow on Twitter at RealD_Jackson. Give Blue Chip Scouting a follow as well at Blue Chip Scout on Twitter. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, because we plan on having more breakdown videos like this, and could be even doing mock drafts as well for the upcoming 2022 NFL Draft. And make sure to stay tuned for more videos coming over the next few weeks.